Hey, it's Nikki Sixx. You are listening to the one and the only Conklin on 93.7 KCLB Rock. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Nikki? How you doing?
Doing pretty good today.
All right, man. You gonna fall asleep in the middle of the interview? Because with what you got going on, it seems like you never sleep, dude.
I don't need sleep.
How many hours of sleep do you get a night?
About 5.
That's all you need to function.
That's what they say. I Googled sleep, and they said, 4 or 5, you're good. I'm like, okay, good. Let me do some more projects.
Now, you've got a lot of stuff going on. We got to get right into it. 6 a.m. has a new album coming out. You got a new book hitting us April 12th. And Motley Crue is going to be on tour with Poison June 14th at the Hollywood Bowl. Tickets are on sale Saturday. Why the change of heart about the Poison thing? Was it more money or was it more maturity?
Well, it wasn't the money in our sense. It was the money in the fan sense. And let me explain that we've gone out for the last few years, and we did a thing called Crew Fest. And Crew Fest was us bringing active and alternative bands. So we were bringing Godsmack and Papa Roach, Buck Cherry, Theory of a Dead Man, Swimming Pool, and breaking some new bands on the second stage like Cavo. Festivals are a lot of money to put on. So from our side, right? So it's not like a big money maker, but it's a great thing for music. And same reason I love doing radio. I love music. The economy goes deeper into the toilet, and it's harder for the fans to be able to, get enough up to go see a band. We said, let's simplify it down. Let's just do a Motley Crue headline tour. And what do the fans want? Like, let's really ask the fans what they want. And they wanted Guns N' Roses. They wanted Def Leppard. They wanted Poison. They wanted Motley Crue to go out with these bands. And that's what they wanted to see. And we were like going, okay, so we've been doing this over here, and that's been great for music. Let's do something different. And called up the New York Dolls and said, hey, this is the idea. And David Johansen from the Dolls was like, dude, I'm in. They influenced us. So for us to be on the same stage as them, talked to Brett. Brett was like in. And really we're going, this is an amazing night of music. It's a one-time thing. And I think the fans voted, and we're going to go out and have a great time. We're bringing a show that's unbelievable. To be able to play a Hollywood Bowl.
Nikki, you're a guy that's been on both ends of the spectrum, the drugs, girls, the rock star life. Now it seems you're more on the business side. You keep things going, and you know exactly what you want. What would Nikki Sixx today say to Nikki Sixx in the 80s?
What would he say? He'd probably say, pull your together, dude.
Right on, man.
You know what I know? Check this out, man. In the 80s, I could get a record done and a tour. And that's what a lot of bands do now. They make a record, and they do a tour. And now it's like I'm writing books, I'm doing photography, I have a clothing line, Royal Underground, a radio show, 2 bands. I'm a father of 4, and I go, how boring was my life back then? Because I spent most of my time having a hangover.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is, like, for me, I feel like I'm like at my peak right now.
You have the addictive personality. I've read the books. That is very apparent. And you may not be addicted to the drugs now, but what are you addicted to?
I think that I'm really addicted to photography.
Okay, and that's kind of what's different about the new book you have coming out as opposed to the Dirt or the Heroin Diaries, right? Right,
yeah. It is definitely a book of photography, but why are those photos important? And that's the story, and there's a 6-series, it's like a documentary that's going to be starting next week that we're going to be dropping onto the internet that will let you meet the people that we photograph and why they were photographed and why they inspired the songs for the 6 a.m. album. And then why, as the songs were being written, it inspired me to take more photos, and how this whole thing is really eye-opening. And it starts with the song Lives of the Beautiful People. And a lot of people hit me up on Facebook and on Twitter and about how they feel better about themselves because of that song, and they get the message. And it's the same thing as Life is Beautiful. We seem to have really found a place that we can get into the dark crevices of people and let them feel safe to sort of spill the beans. And that's a gift that 6 a.m. has. And then Motley, we have the gift of being able to just basically destroy everything. So I'm in a bipolar relationship with my band.
It's the best of both worlds, I think.
Yeah, Yeah, hey, isn't that a Hannah Montana song?
Oh, Jesus, let's not get into that. We're on the line with Nikki Sixx. He's got the new album May 3rd, new book on April 12th. Motley Crue's on tour with Poison, hitting the Hollywood Bowl on June 14th. Tickets are on sale Saturday. You just signed on at 92.5 WZUU in Kalamazoo, Michigan, a place where I dominated the market for 2 years before moving to California. After I left, they were unable to find anyone to fill my shoes, and now you're on there. So should we talk money now?
Well, let's talk money when you come to the show. I'll bring a briefcase.
I'm a tough bargain, dude. Let's get back to the book. Is it weird still having Cats Forward in there, or do you just think about yanking that part out?
No, you know what? I had asked her to write the foreword 2 years ago when I wrote the foreword to her book. She actually never got it done. And then after we split up, she had emailed it to me, but I never thought she was going to send it. So the book was finished. So it's actually not in there.
Okay.
The foreword. So there is no foreword.
Did you ever think all 4 members would be alive and on good terms for the 30th anniversary of the Crew?
I mean, I didn't think we would make 1 year, to be honest with you. So every day is a blessing with this band. The band is we're fine together. You know, it's just I think people think a lot worse about us than it's true. When we're together, it's magic. It really is. It's something phenomenal. I mean, we're still getting out on the road. We're playing these songs, and I look over and I see these guys, and I go, "There's Vince Neil. There's Tommy Lee. There's Mick Mars." It's like, wow. I mean, if it ended today, it's still one of the craziest rock and roll rides of any story ever. And I don't see an end in sight. Right
on. You got the Crew, of course, June 14th at the Hollywood Bowl. Tickets go on sale Saturday. And you've got 6 a.m. Which band do you see lasting the longest? I know Motley Crue has been around for a while, but which band calls it quits first, if ever?
You know, I'll be honest with you. 6 a.m. is not really a band. I mean, we're 3 producers, songwriters. We're sort of more of an art project. We tie it in with... Right now, we're tied in with my new book and with a documentary, and I don't know what the future is for us. You know, we may end up scoring music for movies. I don't know. 6 a.m. is a very interesting project. Motley Crue's the mothership. 6 a.m. is so loved by so many people, but it really feels. You know how sometimes artists will do a side project, and then I love it so much better than I love my band.
Yeah.
And it hurts the fans' feelings. I never want to be that guy. I want Motley fans, if they want to dig 6 a.m., check it out. And 6 a.m. fans, if they want to dig Motley Crue, check it out. I think a lot of them are the same, but there's a lot of them that are different. You know, 6 a.m. fans were really young. A lot of them were really, really young. We have a lot of really young fans with Motley Crue, too. So, I don't know. I don't think either one's going away in the near future.
Couple quick questions just regarding music in general. You're a radio host. You know people like to know things. If there's one band you would like to see perform one more time, Led Zeppelin or Guns N' Roses, who would it be?
I mean, we took GNR out on the road with us.
Yeah.
And I've seen that band, a million times, from being a club band all the way to being an arena band. I have a feeling that someday that'll happen. Those guys are friends of mine. But Zeppelin, I saw one time when I was a teenager, and it's something I would love to see that.
Even with the 3 remaining members, you'd pick Zeppelin over GNR.
Well, I mean, the thing is, by having John Bonham's son in there, that's about as close as you're going to get.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's something that multiple generations of people kind of would just die to see. That's just me.
All right, Nikki, thanks. And retweet the interview for me, all right?
Absolutely. I'll retweet it.
All right, dude. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, man.
Afternoons with Conklin. 93.7 KCLB rocks.